Who am I? That's a very deep question. My name is Eleanor Khonje, and who am I? I am a gender researcher. I am a builder and influencer, and somebody who's committed to ensuring that women walk in the totality of who they were created to be. And I am someone who believes so much that each and every single person is here for a reason, is here for a purpose. And therefore, we need to get as much information as possible to be able to grow ourselves so that we can be the best people that we can be. And I think that's one of the reasons why I'm here at the Rise and Lead Summit, is to meet women who are also committed to other women who are committed to themselves, who understand the necessity of growing who they are, of understanding who they are, of being self-aware, because the only way that we can truly make an impact in the world and truly embody the fullness of who we are is if we actually know who we are, if we are self-aware, if we strengthen ourselves, understand ourselves, and grow ourselves. It's a very deep question, but it's one of those things whereby you have to actually take the time to invest in yourself. And this morning I was sharing with some of the people who follow my blog to tell them that, listen, as somebody who speaks a lot and who does leadership training and motivational speaking, one of the things I realize a lot is that people don't want to invest in themselves. People don't want to actually spend the money to come to platforms like this where they get to listen to other women. But one of the things I was sharing, that if you really want to become more self-aware, it's important that you take opportunities like this, come to leadership conferences to actually get information that's going to enable you to grow yourself. And I think it's about learning to be okay to spend time with yourself as well, to ask yourself very critical questions about, are you leading the life that you've always imagined? Understanding exactly what your story is, knowing exactly what your legacy is going to be about who you are, about your life. All those conversations that you have with yourself are going to give you the answers that you need to be able to continue to grow into the woman that you're supposed to be. I think a lot of people don't necessarily, especially women, we spend so much time taking care of other people. We spend so much time investing into the people around us that we don't always take the time to know what's going on inside of ourselves. But the only way we can become great, we can become the leaders that we see ourselves to be, is if we take the time to understand what's going on within ourselves, to know exactly what our vision and our purpose is, to become more self-aware. So again, platforms like this help. Spending a lot of time by yourself helps. Coaches, my God, leadership coaches, personal life coaches, finance coaches, whatever coaches you need, therapy if you've gone through a traumatic experience, all those things enable you to become a lot more self-aware so that you can actually grow in your leadership as an individual. There's so much that I received during this conference, and to be honest with you, for me, it's just been an affirmation that I am on the right track, that I am doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing, what God has called me to do with my life. And the reason I say that for me it's an affirmation is because having one-on-one conversations with some of the other participants, there was so much that was coming out from our one-on-one interactions, which was a reflection of the commitments that I have made for my own life. And even listening to the other speakers, everything that they were sharing is something that I've always personally committed myself to, and to hear other people share the same information, for me it was like Oprah says, it was like an aha moment, like, oh my God, I'm exactly where I'm meant to be in life. And to be honest with you, I'm somebody who believes so much in divine encounters, and in this conference I've had so many of those. By having conversations with women, they share something with me. Like I met Ade, who came in from Nigeria. I was having a conversation with her at dinner last night. She's working on a project that's so similar to a project that I've been working on, and for me it was an aha moment of, oh my God, I'm exactly where I'm meant to be in this life. Therefore, in sharing with other women, in listening to some of the participants, there's so much that's coming to me that's actually already embedded inside of me, and it's just overpouring out of me. And there's something one of the participants shared this morning as she was talking about her personal life experience, which is that there's so much as women that we experience that we don't necessarily always have the platform to openly talk about. And having platforms like Rise and Lead, as well as other networks that are curated to help women advance, offer us the space to have those extremely personal conversations that are going to enable us to actually grow, that are going to enable us to actually become the people that we so desire to be. So I'm excited that this platform exists here in the Netherlands, because I know that there's so many women in this country who are going to benefit from what is being done here. They're going to be able to fully arise to the potential that they have inside of themselves, because they're able to exchange with other women, and because they're also able to learn from other women as they share their own stories. There's so much power in the stories that we have, and there's a necessity for us to be able to share those stories with each other. Thanks for this question. Don't be afraid to be who you are. Don't be afraid to walk in the fullness of who you are as a person. One of the things that I do in my trainings is I always talk about the necessity for women to walk in the totality of who they were created to be. Don't think there's anything wrong with you if you are multi-talented, if you are multi-passionate, if you are multi-dimensional. Those things speak to the core of who you are. And you can't let anybody, it doesn't matter whether that's your parents, whether that's your general family, your partner, you can't let anybody try to make you small because they think that you're getting too great. Don't be afraid to be who you are, because the best gift that you're going to give the world is the best of who you are as a person. So yes, learn from other women. Absolutely. Listen to the stories of other women. Let those stories inspire you, but let them inspire you to be the best of who you are. Authenticity is power. There's nothing more powerful than the fullness of who you are as a person.